I don't know why I'm whispering. It smells so good. So, first of all, I have trust issues. This is why we're going to talk about it while I figure out what I'm doing, because I'm not working. I'm not working. As you can see, I'm not dancing, so, yeah. So, this guy that I met down at Leather and Lace, when I started back dancing a few months ago, he had come in, he had spent a little bit of money, and he's like trying to get me to hang out with him on the outside. Most guys are going to do that. It's just what guys do. You just politely say no. You politely say no. My brakes feel funny. Like my engine is like jumping. I thought I hit something because my engine's jumping. So anyways, you politely say no. But he said that he was a bouncer at this other club. So I said, okay. He said, can I get your number? I said, sure. And I'm thinking if I ever need a job, then I can hit him up and dance at this club. So I hit him up like a month ago and I said, hey, when can I get a job or whatever? Like, I'm interested in the club. Well, I ended up going to either South Carolina or like Virginia. I can't remember, y'all. And I told him, I said, yeah, I'm going to try this other club. I said, because I'm close by it. I said, but I'll definitely be up that way and I'll let you know. And then I texted him yesterday and was like, hey, when can I come in? And he said, you need to call so-and-so. So I called the club and I said, hey, can I work? And are y'all looking for dancers? And he's like, yeah, come in. And he actually wanted me to come in yesterday. And I almost made a 2.5-hour drive just to get there on the drop of a dime, okay? I'm glad I didn't. Because I'd be madder than what I am right now. So then I said, okay, I'll be there at 6 o'clock tomorrow. I didn't get there till 7. It didn't matter. I was literally the only car in the parking lot besides maybe the bartender. There was one other car out there. Nobody there. I walk in there. He was nice. He said that it's been slow, that they don't have day shift anymore. This is a current theme of all the clubs that I've been to that used to have day shift and now they don't. He makes me fill out an application and then he's like, I'll give you a text tomorrow. I've got my dance stuff. Look. I got my dance stuff and everything. So I just wasted $60, $70, $80 in gas. It's unbelievable. And this is why I don't trust people. Everybody's like, oh, I can get you a job here. And then it's like, no. No, you can't. I mean, and maybe he'll text. I don't care. Can't, just sit around and hope that freaking he calls. Especially when I talked to him yesterday and he's like, yeah, you can come in and audition. And I told him, I said, I worked here like 26, 15, 17, 18. I said, I don't remember when. I said, but I quit because I actually had a bartending position elsewhere. And so I quit dancing and got this bartending gig. I said, that's why I left you guys. I said, there was no animosity or anything like that. And that's actually been true with all of the clubs up until I started telling you guys about my experiences in these clubs. And I actually like this club because you can see what's going on during the dances. So it would be very hard to do anything extra in this setting, which is why I was like, okay, maybe it'll work. Maybe I won't have to compete with a bunch of girls doing extracurricular damn sex stuff. When you have to compete with that, you're not going to make any money if you're not doing it too. And it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. You know what's crazy though? Back when I was dancing and making really good money in Charlotte, I made killer money. I was literally the top earner of the establishment for like 2.5 years, 3 years. And we ran a clean club. We ran a very clean club, and we made 10 times more money than what they're making now. Most of these clubs are barely freaking hanging on. They're scared to hire. I've noticed a trend at certain clubs where they have too many girls. They don't want to hire any more girls, because here's the thing. If you have too many girls, then none of the girls are going to make money. So they're getting to where they don't, certain ones only hire a certain amount of girls. I don't know. I just really wish that I would have knew. I mean, he sounded like I was working tonight. When I talked to him on the phone yesterday, he says, yeah, come in, bring your stuff, like audition, blah, 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 blah. And then I get there and it's not only dead, but he's like, oh, fill out this application and I'll text you tomorrow about a work schedule. Like, what? I don't know. He could have seen my content. If that's the case, he's probably, and listen, this is like a small town too where I'm at. So it's not that big of an area, actually. This industry is super, super small. You'd be surprised. Everybody knows everybody. And if anybody knows that I've got a YouTube from, like my past from dancing out here, then I'm sure that he knows. And, I haven't had anything nice to say about most of these establishments. But that's not my fault. It's the truth. Don't get mad at me. Do a better job. If you want to damn make money, listen to what the fuck I'm saying. But you won't. They won't. But mark my words, in 20 years, when it's all said and done and there's only 3 or 4 clubs scattered throughout the United States, mark my words, you're going to see girls that are able to actually dance, theatrically perform. They're going to be in evening gowns dancing to 80s rock. Mark my words. And they're going to be making a killing doing it. And I'll be there in my damn walker, throwing money. No, I might not either. I might be in church by that time, actually, on a regular schedule. We hope so. Oh, God. Yeah, there's this club owner in Charlotte that owns most of the clubs in Charlotte, and somebody told me that he said that he had the only club of his that is doing well out of like 11 to 15 of them. There's a bunch of them. He said the only one that he's doing is the one that plays 70s and 80s rock, classic rock. This club plays a lot of rap, which is fine because I can dance to anything. I just prefer, rock and roll and like keeping it a little classy and like, being theatrical. I am going the wrong way on the highway. I don't know what to do with myself now. I thought I was working this weekend. I mean, there's nowhere else around here either, and it's Thursday. So either way, I'm fucked. You can't get hired on the weekends. This is this new bullshit that baby dancers have allowed to happen. I just don't understand how you don't understand that you are your own boss. You make your own schedule, pick your own hours. I'm hungry. Y'all hungry? There's a little Mexican spot down here that I really like. They're not expensive either. I can probably get something for the same price as fast food. I ate the rest of that burger. Oh, dang, it's not neither. Is it closed? I think it is. Dang it. I can't see. I got a blind spot. I got a blind spot. I'm coming. Man, that sucks. Oh, they're just all crap holes now. I mean, they really are. All of them. I really think that I would like to do Poshmark. That I told you that I looked it up the other day. For those that don't know what Poshmark is, it is a online, think Goodwill online, and you can actually create like a virtual store where you can sell stuff, and you can even have these cool pictures all over there to kind of like advertise for yourself. And the Poshmark is a huge thing online, and there are women and men and people that make money off of it. However, it can be kind of hard to make money, and you don't make a lot of money because it is resold used items. Not all of them, but it's not a very, it's more like a Plato's closet price range. um I looked into that last week or earlier in the week because I was like, how can I come up with some quick cash quick? Oh, you know what I could do? I could sign up to try to go donate blood tomorrow. That'd probably get me like $70. I might do that. Uh, but Poshmark, I was just trying to come up with like scheme and like try to come up with a way to make some quick cash. However, I wouldn't even get a check from them. Everything is done by check now. Everything's online, and I'm sure that you can do like a direct deposit and all of this stuff. But yeah, it would be a while before I got a payment for that from that, just like YouTube. So, but once again, I would look into that again just to do in the long term because, you know, heck, even if you spent 2 or 3 days a week, 2, 3 hours a day investing time into it, you know, making little sales here and there are better than nothing. And it could probably add up the more time and the better you get at it, the more time you invest. I just want to cry, honestly. I want to cry. I'm about to come out this sweater. I was trying to look more professional. When I'm out in public, I typically don't show my, like, I'm just, I don't know, I'm conservative. And the older I'm getting, the more conservative I'm getting. Ugh, I hate this bra. I got this to go to Mexico, and it's so big. It's a large, and I'm a small now. But it fit back then. It was actually tight, and I filled it out. I had, like, freaking D boobs, okay? It's huge, but it's still comfortable. Well, damn. I don't know. He just seemed very quick with me, like very fast talk and like talking over me, and like, I don't know. It was just a weird vibe. I don't know. I mean, but being a strip club manager is not easy at the same time. I know I talk shit a lot, but the good ones are hard to come by, but there are good ones. And they have to put up with so much. Can you imagine trying to oversee 60 to 100 damn drunk girls every night, I mean, yeah. And not really that many, but I mean, in total, yeah, you probably got 100 girls on damn come and go status. Absolutely. But you're going to have, 10 to 20 of them in a day shift or night shift, and it gets hectic, man. You got bitches running everywhere, crying, screaming, drinking, doing other shit, You're trying to damn make sure they're getting out of hot tubs safe and making sure they're not going to crack their skull because they're damn twisted and slippery fucking floors. And I mean, when we do stage rotations, they do this like thing where they used to do these promos back in the day. They were so much fun. We used to do them a lot at a club in Charlotte that I worked at, the Gold Club. On the weekends, they would sell like dances 2 for $40, so you'd get 2 lap dances for the price of one because a lap dance is $40, so you get 2 for $40. So you would do the girls would come out for the promo, so all of the girls go back in the dressing room, and then there's this curtain that they walk through, and there's this long foyer that you walk out on, and it's a beautiful stage with a pole, and it was like one of the most prettiest stages to me. I really love the Gold Club in Charlotte's setup at their stage. It's raggedy as hell now, and I broke one of those mirrors. Literally the whole wall was full of glass and fell around me. I have it on video somewhere. It's wild. So all of the girls line up single file, and they all start walking out single file, and they're all, like, prim and proper and looking cute and walking across the stage, and you walk across the pole just like you would at Miss America, like you're gonna wave, and like you're selling yourself, you're selling your attitude, you're selling your spirit, your charisma, like you want to, show a little bit of your personality in your walk. And it was a lot of fun. And so we'd all come down stage, and one by one, you'd go find a guy, ask him if he wanted to do a 2 for 40. 90% of the time before COVID, 99% of the time before COVID, he would say yes. We don't even do promos anymore at these clubs. Like, they don't even try to help us make money anymore. I haven't seen a promo in 4 years. Oh, I can't see it all right now. Oh, Lord, don't take me today. Not like this. I'm too stressed to die today. Oh, great. Wonderful. Traffic. Love that for me. Y'all, I got to apologize to about 6 people on the highway. If I didn't point at you when I had my windows down screaming, I wasn't talking about you if I didn't point at you. If I pointed at you, you probably don't need to be on the road. Yeah, I only cussed out like 6 people on the way to work. It happens, man. Y'all don't know the traffic in this area that I'm in. Y'all will when I get a damn GoPro one day and slap it on a car. The stuff that I see, I almost saw like 10 accidents on my way out here in a 2.5 hour time period. It was horrible. I have to watch all sides constantly. I'm like, that's sad. Scary too. You hit something going 100 miles an hour, honey, and it's over for you. People play around too much out here too. Your actions can have serious consequences. I remember the last time I worked at this club that I just left. I did like it, and I liked the people there. The girls there were cool. I don't remember the staff. The only one that I remember was some dude that got mad at me because I gave him a week's notice for another position. But I don't know, dude. Maybe it was a misunderstanding. Maybe he misunderstood what I was saying. I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood him. Maybe I pissed him off. I don't know. Probably. I piss everybody off, apparently. Join the club. Step in line. Everybody hates me. Things have changed so much. That's what he said, though. The manager that I talked to, he said things have just slowed down so incredibly slow. Jesus Christ, can you get in your lane? Both of y'all. Sir, that car is the size of a matchbox. Maybe if you weren't smoking a cigarette, hanging out the damn window, Florida tags, of course. Man, the Jacksonville area, it's like, they're so sweet down there. I love Jacksonville, Florida. Y'all have half of my heart still there. Seriously, always and forever. I love Jacksonville, even though 90% of the people that live there are like retired, so people drive slower there in certain parts. There's a lot of retirement communities, and they got one foot in the grave and one foot on the accelerator, sometimes lightly. Yeah, I miss Jacksonville. Shit, at this point, I might as well. I mean, I don't know. I can't go too far because my truck, the farther the way I go, the more danger I'm putting myself in to lose all of my personal property. So then there's that. Maybe I should just stick around the area and see if he calls. I really hate this industry. First you tell me I'm coming to audition, and then I get there and you don't even let me audition. And I said, well, am I auditioning? He's like, oh yeah, I'll call you tomorrow and let you know. He's not going to call me tomorrow. He's probably seen my channel. That, and because here's the thing. Remember, my friend told me, come work here. So that's the crazy part. Remember, I told you, my friend, this is why I have trust issues, because somebody said, you should come work here. And I said, okay, give me a few to think about it. I'm going to go check this out and then I'll be back. And then I texted him just earlier in the week. I said, hey, when do they do auditions? And he said, just call so-and-so, tell them that you know me, and they'll get you in. I don't know. I've gotten to where I can't understand why people do the stuff that they do, so it's just water under the bridge, baby. Water under the bridge. I'm glad I didn't take a freaking Excedrin. Oh God, I wouldn't even have been able to go to bed tonight. I almost did because I'm tired. I'm freaking extremely tired, actually. And what are y'all doing? Oh Lord, have mercy on all of y'all, please. Dear baby Jesus, I come to you asking you to grace me with some patience. Bless me with some patience and grace. Now everybody's flying past me like I'm the one that held up traffic. It wasn't me. This worker's utility truck come to a complete stop, stopping 3 lanes of traffic in the fast lane. How does that happen? No. The city's beautiful, though. Beautiful city. I mean, it looks like a city. It smells like, pee and rats and all of that. But beautiful buildings, architecture, art, architecture. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. It's been a beautiful day here. It's been in the 80s all day. Beautiful. Perfect weather. I mean, if I can wear like a sweater like that into a job interview, perfect. I wasn't too hot. When I got in there, they had the air pumping, so I was like, thank God I wore a sweater. See, everywhere I've went today, it's been freezing on the inside of the businesses because it's been so hot here during the summer. We were getting up into the 115s in Raleigh when I was in Raleigh a few weeks ago. It was 115 with the heat index, so everybody has the air on full blast. So I've been wearing long sleeves most of the day because it's cold everywhere I go. I love it though. I would rather be cold than hot. I'm excited for winter if I have my truck. If not, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll literally fucking die. Literally. There is no shelters. There is nowhere. like, uh, here's the thing. Y'all remember when we went to Leather and Lace, Gastonia, and those two women stole $100 from me? The manager and the assistant manager, like bartender type of girl. If they would have handled that in a better way, I would still be working there. If they just would have given me my money back and not played no fucking mind games, I would have still been working there. But now I don't even want to work for Slim's companies at all because of this shit. Like, I already didn't like. God dang, can you get in your lane? Jeez, they like just sideswipe me. I don't want to be working around people that are known liars. Another thing that really like gets my gears gearing. Y'all remember when I told you that I went to the Gentlemen's Club of Charlotte and I tried to talk to the manager when I first moved back from Florida? Y'all, I was literally in probably one of the best fittest shapes that I've ever been back then. I mean, I'm doing good now, but I was tanner. I was like 20 pounds heavier and it looked good. Like I was solid. It looked good. And that's what I'm trying to get to now. I lost too much weight from the stress and I need to have like another 12 to 15 pounds on me, in my opinion. I look good thicker. It goes straight to my ass and boobs. So it's assets. But I don't. Yeah, working for him. I don't want to work for any of his clubs. They're not to be trusted at all. None of these places are really. But for people to just be so blatantly scammy It's just so brazen, and it was never like that before. At least if they were trying to hustle you back in the day, they did it like under the radar. Nowadays people just scam to scam, don't they? I mean, they just scammers everywhere. You're a scammer, she's a scammer, he's a scammer, they're all scammers. Seriously, it seems like everybody is just like out here with horrible intentions, trying to get in your pocket and take advantage of you for their own purposes. That's what it feels like. Does anybody else feel like that? Relationships, employers, the damn insurance company, the government. It's just like, damn, everybody just wants a little piece for free. Oh, honey. Is that the Popo Ho? I think that's Popo Ho. Please don't run up on me. You're scaring me on that bike. He's on the motorcycle. A motorcycle. Get on out here. Squeeze me. Be careful, sir. I saw this young kid on a motorcycle today. He looks so young, y'all. Please wear a helmet, y'all. Please, I beg of you. Please put on a helmet. This dude is all on my ass, you fuck face. Sorry, excuse me. See, when somebody fucking hits you, cause you damn right up on him. I mean, y'all, he could taste my ass. I know he could, cause he was on my tailgate. This kid riding. Please wear a helmet. They don't have, we have helmet laws in North Carolina. Florida doesn't. You see people down there just being reckless as hell, especially during bike week. It just scares the hell out of me. And every bike week, somebody gets hurt, but they still refuse to wear damn helmets. Life is hard. You need a helmet anyways, I've got a helmet. Seriously. Life is hard. Get a helmet. Who said that? Uh, was that Candace Owens? I think that was Candace Owens. It is though. She got so much backlash for that. So she replied at it was like she was giving like a speech, or she was doing like a lecture or a speech. She was answering questions at this speech, and somebody asked her a question, and it probably had to do something with the LGB. I don't remember. I'll find a clip of it and post it. But she responded with, "Life is hard. Get a helmet." And of course, a lot of people were offended, and everybody come after her for like being brutal to this kid. I mean, it's pretty savage. Witty, for sure. But that's why we love Candace. It's just like Trump. He says what he's thinking. And, 9 times out of 10, what comes out of his mouth is very logical, and it's fitting, and it's rational. And that's why we love people like Candace and Benny and Trump, and yeah. Did y'all see the Theo Vaughn and Trump sat down? They sat down. It is, y'all, it is so funny. So listen, I would recommend going and watching Russell Brandt's clips of Theo and President Trump sitting down, because Russell adds some comedy to the whole thing in itself. It's hilarious. So Donald Trump sat down. If you don't know who Theo Vaughn is, he is a stand-up comedian. He is in recovery. He's an addict. He was addicted to cocaine and alcohol was his like thing. He would go on these benders and just be out there for a while. And he was the porch light, okay? And uh, he sat down with Trump, and somehow the discussion of cocaine came up, and Theo makes that comment. He's like, "Yeah, this new coke, like it razzled you or something." He's like, "You turned into the porch light." It's hilarious. Russell Brand has all of the clips, so you can see it on his channel if you want to. But you know, it's crazy because Donald Trump openly has always told his kids, grandkids. I've heard him say over the years to lots of kids, "Don't drug, don't smoke, don't drink alcohol." And that's what we need to be teaching our kids, not critical race theory and about the LGBTQ plus. We need to be teaching them to abstain from drugs and sex and violence and to stay in school. That's one of the reasons that I do like Trump. And I really feel like this election has a lot to do with like traditional values. What type of person are you? You know, they're trying to kill the traditional family by sterilizing our children. I mean, it's just unbelievable that nobody can see the motive or the plan, or, I see exactly what they're doing, but once again, it's hard for me to put it into words, but that's what they're doing. They're sterilizing our children. They're killing the traditional family. I don't know what someone could do to a child to make that child grow up and hate the traditional family that bad, but I have no doubt that some of these people have been hurt, and that is what fuels their anger towards the traditional family and religion. I get it. But I would just beg of you to just wait to make any rash decisions till at the very least, your brain's done developing. And I don't know, but y'all remember how you were at that age? Like, you just wanted things instantly and you were so impatient, and I still am. But, you wanted instant gratification, and that is what we have going on. That is the problem. Instant gratification. Right now, right this minute. Yeah. Instant gratification. Got to slow down and enjoy the small things in life. It's not always about all the big stuff, and half of this stuff is, it's just, I don't know, not important. Not important. Oh, another thing I was going to say, sorry, get off topic, ADHD. Donald Trump seemed very empathetic with Theo Vaughn's addiction. And, even though Theo was joking about these drugs that he used to do, Trump said, ooh, that's a dirty habit or a dirty, thing to get involved in. And Theo says, yeah, absolutely. He says they changed the dope. He said it was different. He said it made me a different person. And Trump asked him, did you enjoy getting high? And Theo says, no, not at all. I hated the feeling. I hated feeling wired up. He says, he didn't like it at all. And Trump, I mean, it's funny because Theo's making jokes, but it's also a very sweet, enduring, kind of wholesome conversation. We're getting to see more of Trump kind of open up. We get to see a little bit of his personality, and he's telling us how he feels about certain things. And I'm glad that he's doing this, because I think it's important for this election for people to be able to see that he does care. He didn't have to sit down with Theo. Theo's a stand-up comedian. I'm sure there's other people, I mean, I'm not dissing Theo because I love him, but you get what I'm saying. It's interesting. It's definitely funny. Russell Brand adds a whole nother layer of funny to it. But I love seeing stuff like that, when people sat down and have real discussions about what they went through and how much drugs they were doing. I love when Theo talks about these things. I think some people look at it as he's kind of like glorifying it, but I don't see it that way at all. He's saying it, so people can relate to him. I'm gonna lose you. I'm gonna go earlier because it hadn't been long enough. You gotta wait a full 24 hours. But I don't even know what to think. I'm just gonna go get ready for bed, I guess, and get up and do it all over again. It's the best that I can do. My makeup looks rough. I do like this lipstick though. I love you guys. I hope y'all stay safe. I'm gonna get off of here before I go to jail for videoing. Oh Lord. Pray for me, because God knows I need it, and I'm praying for you guys. Stay safe out there. Bye, y'all.